Hi everyone, welcome to Best Recipes with Sharon. Today's a really good day for making something with potatoes. I love cooking with potatoes, and I have a recipe to share with you. It was my mom's recipe for Oscar's potatoes, and she used a cast iron pan to fry them in because it makes all the difference in the flavor. So I wanted to share that recipe with you. As simple as it is, it's very tasty and delicious, and I'm sure you're going to enjoy it.
And here they are, Mom's Oscar's potatoes. They can be made with or without onions.
Let's go to the kitchen and get cooking.
So let's start with some nice fresh white potatoes. Wash them up and cut them into half-inch slices. And you can use whatever type of potato you like. It is best to use nice fresh ones though. And the flavor of the potato really comes through well when you cook it this way. And you'll want the thickness to be about like this. So you'll start by placing your heat on high. Melt some butter in the cast iron skillet. You'll want enough butter to cover the bottom of the pan. Then dump in enough of your sliced potatoes just to cover the bottom of the pan as well. This will help to brown them up all nice and evenly. So try to make sure that they're all in a single layer as much as possible. And if they overlap a little bit, it doesn't matter. You're going to be moving them around anyway and flipping them over back and forth. And it's amazing the flavor that this has because you're using a cast iron frying pan, but also because you're frying the potatoes right from raw potatoes. And this seals in the flavor tremendously. Now that they've started to brown up a little bit, I sprinkle them generously with some parsley flakes. And also a fairly generous amount of salt and pepper. And you'll need to stay right with them because you'll need to turn them quite frequently. You will probably need to flip them about every 5 minutes. And the smell of them cooking in the house is really quite aromatic. And it'll make you feel hungry, even if you weren't hungry before you started. And sometimes I use a fork to flip them over, or I use a lifter. And you can use whatever utensil works for you, of course. Now that they're starting to brown up nicely, it's a good time to add a few chopped onions. What I'm using is about 1/2 cup of chopped red onion. And you'll let that continue to fry with the potatoes until they're completely cooked. And in order to get them to cook through in the middle, now that we've done the outsides quickly, you turn the heat down and cover it with tin foil. And this will only take about another 5 minutes to make sure that they cook through. I don't know about you, but I do like onions in my potatoes, so these onions are starting to smell really good too. So you can see that the onions have really crusted up here. That's good, the flavor's gone into the potatoes quite well. But I also like to fry up a few sweet onions and then just use them on top of the potatoes just for serving. So if you want to do that, it adds a little extra flavor. Not that the potatoes need it because they're very tasty on their own. That's just my preference. Potatoes are really healthy for you. The potato has a moderate source of iron, but it has a high vitamin C content that promotes the iron absorption. And it's a good source of vitamins B1, B3, and B6. And even has minerals such as potassium and phosphorus, magnesium, and a few others. So go ahead and cook some up for your family. They'll love you for it. And if you're making some for a lot of people, you might need more than one pan, or you can store the cooked ones in the oven until the rest are cooked. I hope you enjoy this recipe, and until next time, happy eating.